Let's make Sheogorath strawberry tarts today. So first we're going to make our dough. We're going to add our flour, our rye flour, our salt, and then our brown sugar all together in a bowl. Then we're going to add our butter, and then we're going to rub it with our fingers here until we get a fine consistency, just as so. Then we're going to add enough water so it can all come together. And then that is how mine turned out. We're going to form it in a disc, and then we're going to wrap it in plastic, and we're going to refrigerate it for at least 1 hour before we use it. We will then spread it across our tart pan. I have to use a pie dish, prick our holes at the bottom. I'm using dried beans as I didn't have pie weights. We're then going to begin adding our strawberries in a bowl while we let our dough bake in the oven. And there they are, so shiny. So then we are going to add our sugar, and we are going to toss this together until we've got them pretty well coated, and then we're just going to let that, sit and soak. So then we are going to add our mascarpone, our powdered sugar, and some heavy cream, and more heavy cream. And then we are going to begin mixing all of that together so we can get our filler done here, our filling. Not like this is cosmetic, our filling, and then this is how mine turned out. So then we are going to add our either port wine or grape juice. I did both. I definitely prefer it with the grape juice. And then we are going to add a sprig of thyme, and we're going to let that simmer on the stove. So once our dough is ready and baked, we will then add that mascarpone filling we just made. We're just going to spread it across there. Then we are going to add our strawberries. So you should probably neatly arrange this. I just started toppling it all on there. I did homemade lasagna. I was just ready to be done at this point. So this is how mine turned out. Not the neatest, but edible. And then I added that glaze that we had on the stove, and I topped this with that fresh thyme, and there we go. I will say this was so pretty. However, I unfortunately didn't, and not unfortunately, it was good, just not spectacular. I do love the filling, and of course I love strawberries. But it's just a tasty dessert. I wouldn't make it again personally though, so just 7 out of 10 for me.